Hi YouTube, this is TexasGirlBand. I'm sorry it's been a while. Let me adjust that. Okay. I'm going to make a little series of videos with a couple different topics, but I wanted to start out by saying I'm very sorry that I have not made videos over the last couple of weeks. I had every intention to, and I just had so many things that were unexpected that came up. It just really wasn't possible. The last video I made was the night before my surgery, I believe, and so I had surgery on Monday, August 23rd. I had it in the morning. I stayed in the hospital overnight, and I was sent home Tuesday evening. The surgery went technically well, but I had a lot of problems with medications, and I was very, very sick. I did not expect to be that sick. It was very shocking for me, and I did not make any YouTube videos because it was the last thing on my mind when I was at the hospital. When I got home, I was still having a really hard time recovering. I had a really hard time drinking anything. I didn't really get out of bed for a while, so that whole first week was just, it was just really difficult. And so I actually went back to the hospital the next Sunday and stayed overnight until Monday afternoon. So that whole week was just being ill. You know, the other things that happen, and this is just sort of my life because that's the way it is. But the other things that happened were I had to drive my daughter to a lot of appointments and do a lot of things. On Tuesday, we had my oldest daughter had been out of town, and I was still at the hospital. When she came back in, my husband had to pick her up, and then while he was gone, the dog got out and he almost bit the mailman, and our neighbor had to rescue the mailman, and we just had all this drama. And Tuesday found out that my husband, who is in the Air Force, is going to be deploying, and he will be deploying, and I can't say where or exactly when, but he will be deploying from around the first of the year to the end of spring, beginning of summer time period. And that is really irritating to us because we are going to be moving during that time. And so, of course, he's leaving because that's the way life is, right? Okay, so that is just my little explanation, if not excuses, as to why I have not made this video. Honestly, the last 4 or 5 days, it's just been that I haven't done it. There's no good reason for those days. But here I am. I'm making the video now. And so I'm going to break it into segments. I'm going to start with my surgery and kind of maybe move into a few other things. So my surgery was Monday, August 23rd. I went to the hospital that morning. I had surgery that morning. I stayed in the hospital until Tuesday afternoon. I had a lot of problems with the medication. I was originally put on morphine, and not only does it provide zero pain relief, but it also made me extremely ill. So that it was very nauseous. If I moved even an inch or so, like I was going to be ill. But I, not having had the surgery before, didn't realize that I wasn't really getting pain relief. I just kind of thought maybe this is normal to be so horribly sick. So in the evening, I had a surgeon change my medication so I could get some sleep, and it was sort of supposed to be a one-time thing. And it was such a huge relief that I think we all kind of realized the medicine was an issue. I went home. I was put on liquid Lortab. I had similar issues with liquid Lortab. The nausea kind of came back. It was just really awful. So I had multiple medication changes during that first week. By the end of the week, my surgeon had told me if over the weekend I was still not able to drink any liquids or keep anything down, he wanted me to come into the emergency room. So Sunday night I did. I was admitted to the hospital. I stayed until Monday afternoon. They had me NPO, which means nothing by mouth, not even water. And ironically, I think that having that rest away from the medication and not demanding anything of my stomach really helped me to get over the hump. And so from that point forward, I was really comfortable and able to drink anything I wanted to drink and just felt more normal as far as the recovery. I will say the day I had the surgery and probably several days after, I regretted it. I thought, what have I done myself? This is horrible. this is horrible, this is bad, I'm in so much pain, I'm so sick. It was just terrible. It was really bad. And you think about all the people you hear about who have terrible experiences with flat band, who are sick from it, who never deal with it well, and you just think, wow, I guess I am that person. Because you kind of always know that it's a possibility, but you just don't expect it to be you. Now, since I've gotten the medication under control and I feel like I'm in a more normal phase of my recovery, I don't feel that way. But I think that I am a little bit more concerned than I would have been had I not gone through that. So I'm just trying to be positive. I hope it works out. So we'll see. I want to talk about weight. I weighed 219 when I started my pre-op liquid diet. I weighed 211 when I checked in for my surgery, so I lost 8 pounds in 10 days, which I think is great. Didn't really expect to lose any more than that, only because a pound is like, and of course I'm saying it so now I don't have it in front of me and I don't know, but it's like 3,500 calories or something like that. Well, with the level of activity I have and with my, calculating my basic metabolic rate, I burn about 2,000 calories a day. So I'm not going to lose a pound a day, really. I'm going to lose maybe, half a pound. So